Yeah, let's get. When I pull up in the spot, they be asking what I got. Gas for an extra mile, an extra inch for the dot. When I pull up in the spot, better show me what you got. Red beam, headshots, you better give me what you. Yeah, let's get. When I pull up in the spot, they be asking what I got. Gas for an extra mile, an extra inch for the dot. When I pull up in the spot.
Welcome to another smashing episode of Podcast with Soul. My name is Sam Soul, and this is a very special edition. On today's episode, we're gonna be having a very special guest. Make sure you might let him do the introduction. You know, those type of vibes. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Welcome. Yo, my name is Lugumo Bagalatare. You know, I'm from Limpopo, Jane First, and then later on moved to Whitbank, stay with my aunt and stuff like that. So that's where the music thing came into life.
How did the music change start? What was the motivation behind you starting the music?
When we were kids, man, it's something I always say, like I always like do music and get back to music and then stop to music because it keeps on calling me back. Even though sometimes like, but then something will happen that will trigger me to like do music. That's so from a young age I've been into music. Like I told you before, there was no, no studios, nothing. So me when I moved into Whitbank, that's when Whitbank is like a development city. So they have like the studio and stuff like that. So I met one of my friends. His name is B3NCHMARQ. So they were in class. I was also like doing the beat thing. Yeah, not this game. And then if I was the teacher, we're telling me. And then they were rapping and they were freestyling and stuff like that. And he was like, he's my homie now. So he said, "Oh, but I think that you got that sweat, or you can do it." I'm like, nah, that's not my thing. But one day they were freestyling and he was like, "You're the freestyling." I thought I'd be on six bars, and he was like, "Ooh." I'm like, "Okay, I see what's going on." And then from there, it started recording songs and stuff like that. We were like a crew, stuff like that.
But with the music, did you actually thought that you're gonna go far, or it was just a hobby at the time when you started out? Or did you plan it out that it's gonna be my career? Or it was just like, I cheated magic, let's just make music for fun of it?
Nah, I wouldn't be still do what I'm doing if I thought it that way. It was like a getaway plan, because if it wasn't for that, I could have, and from the get-go, from when I was 9 years old, me trying to like I knew we wanted to be like Zambia and the music.
Because at the time, those were the biggest artists in the world.
Exactly, yeah. Msawa and then RP was some shows. Yeah, about to be still this young. So I always knew that. I wasn't doing just playing. I knew what I was doing
for a long time. But how was it? Your first studio session? Were you rapping at the time, or were you producing?
I was rapping.
But how was it, like the first studio session?
Scary as hell.
Getting in the booth.
It was crazy. It was crazy. Because even the songs that we dropped, people in my school, shout out to everybody that went to say Kiss My Lies and Whitbank. So after we recorded the first song, and it was just like playing for the studio, someone that we know and stuff like, I want to over Bluetooth and everything. So we were like, we got something. We got something. So that's what brought the joy of him after.
I can do this.
Yeah. It was like, okay, I see what time it is. Plus we was the coolest thing from high school to our parties, the whole local. What's that? The committee, the community school. What do they call it? The organization that
Yeah, I see that thing.
So the principals and the teachers will clap on us. Your student won't come to school the next day because we did like stupid party. So we was always being who we are, because we are who we are. On top of that, and then that's when like this hip hop thing and blend in. Because sometimes we just like pull up in school. Now I'm old, dog. I don't try too much like when I was young. When I was young, like when we were pulling up in Back Bash, the whole, I thought you see what, so the schools that have built like there's a center in the middle and then people get in the center and dance trying to get people's attention. We wasn't doing that. We was just pulling up and we just going like this. People going to class in school, they hold it back. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like this is God's engineering.
So when was when was the first time you decided that, you know what, I want to drop my first official single? Like when you like, now I want to go professional.
I think it's the PTSD.
When was that? The first single. The first single that you dropped. In,
I wouldn't say ever. Really. Oh, it's the benchmark joint. Benchmark joint. Yeah, that was like super crazy.
But like, how did you get in contact with Benchmark at the time? Because I remember seeing you featured with Benchmark, and I was myself, I'm like,
yeah,
what's going on? How do you get connected to them? Who plugged you actually?
Nah, no one, nobody. Nah, I don't like middlemen. I ain't working with middlemen. I'm working straight to the source. I did it by myself.
Did you pay for the feature?
I didn't pay for the feature.
You did?
I didn't pay for the feature.
Oh, okay,
I did pay for the feature. I don't know. It was business. I don't know.
But like, how did it come about? Like, did you send the beat? Did you like?
I did again 2 beats and loyalty. They did the ones that composed the beat, and then we sent it to Lee Paris first, and then Lee Paris did a hook, and then he sent it back in. Actually, Lee Paris, we sent him a beat, and then he did a hook, and the homie was like, nah, this is still not the sound that we need. Yeah, because because we're moving fast. That is why I even got into like DJing. Was me trying to find my way back in the game, but I didn't want to rap because it was like a lot of trash. You see, before COVID though, niggas was talking about and then COVID hit, and when COVID hit, and now we start seeing this young artist that's bubbling up and that's doing real music. So at that time, that's when I went back to like doing music. It's like, nah, I see what people like to listen, because I wouldn't do that, because that's not what we do it for. We do it to heal souls. So yeah. I don't really find answer to your question.
My question was like how, like the plugs, like
with Benchmark.
With Benchmark.
I did it the business way. How a label works with another label, yeah, I did it like that.
Yeah, but most labels that they pay for that feature.
You don't know.
Well, 80% of them they pay. Some is just favor for a favor.
I don't know.
And you not knowing them personally, so you didn't know them personally at the time when you hit them up.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I did it like a business. Let's say Sony, Ambitious, and Gavin Records. There's an artist in Gavin Records, and there's artists in because we are my own boss. Okay. So I manage my shit. So if I go to someone for a business, I'm the business. I'm not the artist. I'm the business.
So you own a record label. What's the name of it? Is it
Zenith?
Okay.
I'm trying to this thing like pop out any clothing films.
Okay. So like you just.
But that's something that will take time.
Yeah, obviously, business planning takes time. But like, that's how you hit them up. It was just a business transaction, but because they do charge, man. They charge, man. Remember, I hit up about a charge. I want 60K for the verse.
Hey, she has a problem. I don't know, bro. It's life, though. I don't know what it is. This shit with girls engineering. I don't know.
But like the single that you dropped with them, did it do what you expected it to do?
Yeah, me personally, because it changed a lot of things. It changed a lot of things. Actually, like you said, it was the first professional single that I've dropped. So it had to do with that. It was the first single that I dropped. So yeah, it was worth the time of dropping it.
Okay. Yeah. But like from dropping that single, you went and opened a clothing brand.
Around that time.
It was almost the same time.
Yeah. But the Zenith level has been registered since from 2016, while I was still with Ben. Because when I came here, I knew what I came here for. I ain't trying. I ain't playing.
But the moment you decided, I'm gonna go to Quebec, you knew what was the plan.
Yeah,
the plan was just to push.
Yeah. The plan was to get back in the music business.
Okay.
Because when, like I said, what was being hyped up at that time, it wasn't
Quality of music, it was more.
wasn't what I would listen to. I won't make something that I would listen to. I want to make something that I would listen to. If I can't listen to it, then it's not for me.
Because a lot of artists like they make music because they just want to make music so that they make money out of it.
Yeah, and there's a problem. He's looking at it as a commodity, and it's not. This is art. But then again, we can both buy the painting and everything that goes with art, and then go paint art. And then, however, how the art is going to be sold is the business side of it. But an art is art. It's the price tag. It's who does it, who, how.
Yeah.
That's the price tag of it.
Okay. But like the state of hip hop in SA, what do you think of the state of hip hop where it is now?
Now,
Yeah.
I
I feel like it's dying out.
it's too much. It's too much. The thing, see, South Africa is still a developing country. It's not developed. So there's certain things that it will take time for people to understand and realize that this is a currency. So people are still looking at the old way of doing things. That when you probably gotta do a metro FM, for instance, I'm a piano. That girl, but wasn't on metro. But
She made a lot of money with it.
now that she's going up, that's when she's. But then you see, there's a lot of, the niggas in the street. They say money is in the streets, and that's the fact. That's where money is. The corporate thing, that's just. It's how you use it. If you wanna use it for your own advantage, you can capitalize on it. But if you don't see it, you'll focus on that thing. So that's the reason why I didn't want to make that music, because that's not me. But then after I see these young guys, it's like bubbling up and doing this kind of music that I feel like people need to hear. And that's when I got back into music. I was like, okay, it's good.
So, but like, do you feel that SA hip hop it's in the coming years? Do you think it's gonna go forward, or do you feel like piano is just overshadowing everything?
Nah. You see, there's some things, man. It's like going to war. You have to have money to go to war with someone. If you don't have money and he has money, there's no way that you can defeat that person. So hip hop is old, man. Hip hop is business. Hip hop is not music. These things they're sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, niggas are sleeping, bro. Hip hop has money, damn lot of money. Like niggas at the top.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't speak on them, but what I know is hip hop has money, though. I can see my piano is it's a baby, even I don't want to talk some things that, but then like I'm saying, hip hop, yeah.
But like, do you feel like in the next, piano is not overshadowing hip hop?
Yeah,
that's what you actually say.
Piano is like house music. I guess dance music off it. So house music was always there, and hip hop was always there.
Because we've seen a lot of artists from the hip hop scene switching to amapiano. That's why I'm asking, do you feel like it's overshadowing hip hop?
Is it overshadowing it in which way?
In terms of that, now piano is bigger than hip hop, and hip hop is becoming more like a subgenre.
And then that's what you see. There's a book called The Taming of America. Probably know it. The Taming of America. So hip hop wasn't based on that. Hip hop was based on, hip hop is a culture, man. It's not a music base, it's a culture. So that's why I'm saying, I say hip hop has a lot of money, because hip hop is a culture. It's not based on just the music.
But in SA, they tend to.
So what I'm trying to say is, if you understand it, you'll make more money than people that's. If people say we are in hip hop, because there's a lot of things that I don't know how to explain this, but hip hop. If you don't make money because of Imam Piano, that means maybe there's something that you need to fix and understand.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. Anywhere at all. That's what I'm trying to say.
But because it seems like hip hop, it's a genre that in South Africa revolve around just few artists. I like piano where every day there's a new kid blowing up, there's a new kid making a hit song. But with hip hop, it's like we have the same circle of people, which is just rotating amongst those people. It's rare to actually see a new face in the hip hop scene. That's why I'm asking if
What's your question?
My question was that I'm still on that one. Do you feel like piano is overshadowing hip hop?
Musically, it does.
Musically, it does.
But then house has always been house, though. Remember when? But hip hop was still there. So house is this the dominating sound in Africa? I mean, in South Africa.
Well, I think a lot of people got exposed to house music before they could get exposed to hip hop. Remember when house was actually on the come up, when Fresh, Christos, they were on the rise. Hip hop at the time, it was still, we had only few people that were actually dropping records at the time. It was like people like Amun, Scott Cam, Mr. Salvi. Those are the first pro. Those were still, but it got into a point where it turned around, where hip hop was like the big. SA hip hop became big. I don't know if we can call that a golden era or what, but the time when we had.
But you also remember there was a Gome, there was hip hop, and Gome was big, and hip hop was big.
Nah, that one was big in Devon.
Yeah, it was big all over.
No, it was just big.
These guys they even traveled to like outside countries.
Yeah, but it was big in Devon.
It wasn't so
Yeah, it was all over.
Was it all over?
Yeah, you remember also Pepso Doom or the
Oh, yeah.
Pepso was like Makazi. See what Makazi is doing? Pepso was like Makazi that time.
like
But I thought it was big in Devon because
You know the house of head.
I'm a house fan, like mostly, but I prefer the other type of house. I wouldn't mention it, but I prefer the other type of house.
Yeah.
So I thought it was just a genre that was like
It was big.
It was big at the
It
time.
was big. They were making moves. And another thing, that's business also. It's business.
But it died out in a.
Because again, sorry to cut you off, there's precedent. There's precedents involved, and you look where the president is and where he's at and who is his people. So that's the one that's it. You see. Remember Brenda Fassie after Mandela was with Clothers, and then now it's Zulus, and now it's Matrix. So it moves like there's a lot of things that's going inside there. So I guess I play. If we don't do enough research, that's when we will struggle to like understand what's really going on. But these things are bigger than just me and you in the home.
So you saying that the moment there's a president from a different tribe, that tribe dominates in terms of music.
Not in terms of music.
Same
Same as doing music, né?
Yeah.
There's people think that you can just like do a song and drop it in and now it's late.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that goes to there, bro. It's a lot of things. There are a lot of things. You can just when someone drops a hit song, they master the business side of things before. When Casper was dropping his first, what was the first hit song?
No, I think Kushesha was the biggest song.
Yeah.
Before then he dropped other songs, but I feel like Kushesha was that song that actually was like, I'm here, I've arrived.
So you see, he was a business at that time when he was dropping that song.
So it was not like, what you're saying is that most people, they sit down, they study the game, then they drop.
They inside it. You can learn while you can learn when you're outside. When you're inside, as when you learn through your mistakes, through your wins. It's like a portfolio. All that I put together, we were speaking about Tony Lanes, that he's recording himself, he's engineering himself, he's showing his videos for himself. So, and then when he recruits, you know how he painted his art.
Yeah.
Now, when he recruits these youngs, they're working on what he has painted. They just follow his footsteps.
So he actually knows what Koroshota guy, where should he improve and what should he.
See, when Casper was coming up, he wasn't working. He was Casper and the people that were helping him in that sense. He understood everything. Because once you get signed, it's like now it's not you, the business side. You are not just do music. Even the music, you don't do their own music. Just for the jazz.
But from what I can think, I hear that you actually know both sides, the music side and then the business side.
Yeah.
How important it is for an artist to actually know the music side and the business side? Because most artists, they focus on the music side,
Yeah.
and they forget about the other side.
Yes, that's something that has been taught. That's something that has been taught. It came a long way. Remember in the 19 something, there people were just singing for free or singing for. There wasn't even when the business started getting better and better, and people that want to sign people. Those even to this day, this thing has happened and a record label sign someone and knock them out. It's something it's always been there though.
But what causes that? Is it because artists, they only focus on one? They want to make music. They don't want to be learning about the business side of it, where there's a contract involved.
Back in the days, you wouldn't blame them or point the finger at them because it wasn't no enough resources that we have. Today, if you do that means you just want to do it. How many artists that they got signed, bro, and then you forgot about them, that they were public? Someday they get, now it's crazy.
It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them that
Those people are businessmen, they don't care about money. If this one is making me money, I'm focusing on this one is making me money. Then I once I'll just told them, wait, and then we terminate this one, and that's how it is. But then, when you do it, you don't do it the traditional way. Obviously, you can't skip the fundamental rules of this thing of ours. But you gotta understand things like that.
But my question was, do you think it's very important for artists to actually learn the business side of it? Because they're still getting lost, There's a certain label, even now, they're still knocking artists.
And these niggas go there knowing that
They're still getting knocked.
But they knew that they were going to get knocked because they were really seeing like Jesus of them, the ones that died for them. But then after them seeing that, but they still going there, that means there's something wrong. But you never know, though. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. At this point, are you saying that, are you still blaming the labels for niggas getting knocked, or are you blaming the artists? Because they know now. There's too many information about what's going on, like which label not to mess with, which label not to sign to, but they're still getting.
Yeah, but when there's money involved, niggas start thinking twice.
So now we're blaming artists. We're no longer blaming the record label.
I see in this day and age.
Yeah,
we gotta blame yourself, man. If you're an artist, you gotta blame yourself.
But in any point of your career, have you ever wanted to sign with the label?
Yeah, I did.
Then what happened?
It just went away. I think I collected enough info to understand that that's not the way I want to do it.
Okay. So did that thing end up about was it a 360 deal, or was just it was just a proper deal, or you saw you don't know Kimba?
Actually, it was money. It was this Nigerian hot man.
Okay.
I once saved him for jail. So, and then he wanted to kind of thank me, or in a sense. But still, those niggas, they ain't playing. That's why he's moving also and things like that. So, this niggas wanted to give us 60K to 80. Say he wants to own part of Zenith level. After we dropped the benchmark song, that's what I'm saying. And that song was only us know what.
But how many percent did you want to own? Was it 150?
I didn't even want to know, bro.
But you just didn't want to have.
I think maybe I was young.
So you're saying now, if it was now, you would have.
That's a small money now. In this day and age, a company is being measured by the scale of a company, not by the scale. So bigger the scale, the more money the company is worth. Like Amazon is built around scale. It's not built around the cash out. So you understand that and you know what's going on. Okay, this is how we gotta do it.
So how many are you in the record label owners? Like the other co-owners? Or is it one-man show?
It's always my nigga.
Because you never know now. Everything's a lot of things like it's one-man show. Yeah.
Nah, but then it's not about that. Now it'll be fine though. We'll find that. Because I think still, yeah, I'm not into titles, or I'm not doing things for money. I'm doing things to kind of change one person's life or the same person.
Yeah.
So I invite niggas like, yo, this is what's going on. So you don't wanna, and then go back to me saying I didn't take that 60K from that man or whatever. Maybe they still have that mentality. Like, yeah, I'm not sure if I wanna do this. I'm not sure if I will do. What if it comes to the, I don't know what it is, but it is don't say. But so far now, yeah, we're still tracking it out.
But like Moyo,
Regarding.
yeah, when you're on the brand, like on the record label, how many people?
Shoot not alone. Now I'm playing. Now guys, it's me. The homies is they part of the
Movement,
yeah.
not part of the label.
But then the bigger side of the label, which is running things. They run things. It's their own. Because at the end of the day, if I sold 50 t-shirts or that money, I'm gonna use it with them because it's their thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're independent. It's still their thing. So
you pay them salaries.
I don't pay them salaries. I'm saying, I'm saying, even if they're not on a pen and paper, they still benefit from what we're doing. For what they do it for, they also benefit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's pretty dope. But like when you ventured into opening a clothing brand, were you not skeptical about it? Because there's too many brands, the local brands. Were you not
Yeah,
scared that what
yeah.
if I compete with a certain brand? What if it doesn't pop?
Yeah. I think it goes back to I like to gather information. If I'm not reading, I'm watching something or I'm speaking with someone, but my mind gotta keep on working. It doesn't have to stop. It gotta be like Rolex. So, what was the question?
Now my question was, when you started out, like the brand.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever feel that there's too many local brands that
So what happens is that we spoke about it.
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah, so I actually wanted to know, like, were you not scared that, okay, sure, another brand, it's a buy, it's a so, it's too many different brands.
So before, I'm not sure if it wasn't there around the same time. Before there was food in the US, and then Rockefeller, Jay-Z came with the Rockaway, and then Diddy was with the Sean John, and then you had other artists that they were moving their own thing, and so there's no such thing as like, I'm not scared, bro. I'm not. When I say if something interests me, I'm going for it. It doesn't matter what it takes, how long it takes, but as much as I still feel like it's my purpose to do that thing right now, I'm gonna keep on doing that thing.
Oh, that's pretty dope. But like, what makes the brand stand out from other brands?
But it's understanding the branding. Yeah, it's understanding the branding.
That's what makes it different from the other brands that we have.
Yeah.
Because we have too many brands that are owned by artists. Which says they go for a certain period, then they disappear.
Yeah.
But with yours, you started out with it, and even now it's still pushing.
And it's not a okay, I know this way it means that, but it's not a merchandise, it's a retail business. That's how I treat it. I take it as a retail. That's why I say it's same level clothing. I could have just said zenith as the music company and use that as this, but then I understood that it's gotta be its own house and its own house and stuff like that.
Because you can't just put everything in the same house. Like you can't just bundle everything as a
Because when we're not doing music and stuff like that, you know that merchandise is doing things. You know. So it's just the understanding of it's understanding, man, and just like because sometimes you might say you give people advice and then they take you out of context. Or let's say when you deal with someone, if how they react to you, that's their reflection.
Yeah.
It's like the reflection is how I feel. I feel it's I don't know something. I don't know what it was, but it just told me that I don't know if human beings wasn't speaking like this. There was a way that they were communicating.
Yeah.
So I feel like that reflection is the communication. But then now we mix it with words, that's where it gets wild.
Okay, let's get into your single that you just dropped recently. Your latest single that you dropped.
PTSD.
PTSD.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Like, what clearly, I mean, you decided on that title for that song. What was going through your mind at the time when you decided, okay, let me name it this?
So I went to therapy. And then when I got there and I speak with the therapist and stuff like that, when I get back, then I started researching all the things that I feel like they struggle with, I'm struggling with mentally. And when I check that, all of that combined is PTSD. I'm not clinically proved, but the internet is everything. There's no difference between that and that. Unless if someone, they get maybe stitch them or something. So, but then I'm not clinically proven that I had PTSD, but before the therapy, all the things like not sleeping for 3 days, like human addiction is crazy.
Yeah, that was hectic.
Yeah.
So that's why you got the title.
Yeah. And also inspired by G.O.
Who?
G.O.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it made sense to me.
Yeah, because it's something that you went through, so obviously it will just, it has to make sense. It has to make sense because it's something that you've been through, and now you just want people to actually understand what it is.
That they're not going through it alone.
Yeah,
that's what I want them to know and understand. That they know everybody's going through some things.
So when you write music, where do you draw your inspiration? Is it you taking around right now, or you just watch TV or one right now and can write about 1, 2, 3?
For me, see how I'm going to drop the. I'm working on this project. I said people have been working for years. But how we going to drop it? We're going to drop it like a TV series. It's the same thing like with the PTSD drawing.
Yeah.
But some of my people say, "Dog, why did you start down?" I say, "That can make people think this guy that can do." I'm like, "Yo, but then this is a TV series, no? We gotta start goes like this, like hey." So that's how it's gonna go. So the same thing with the PTSD. It's inspired by my stories, people around me, my city, my country, the world. Anything that feel like it needs to be addressed on a song that time, we address it.
So with the whole series, you actually wanna make it more like a storytelling type of vibe where people can actually understand what is this.
What's going on.
So it's actually not based on your experiences. You're telling a side of your story.
Yeah, but then at the same time, you know, when you're watching a movie or a TV show, when it's telling and then there's a supporting act.
Okay, so
that's why when sometimes we speak about it, we speak about this guy, but then we capture this guy's life. It's a movie, no camera, no cut, yeah, whatever, and then there's people that's involved. So it is.
So this one,
it's gonna be like a series. Yeah.
So this one's telling where?
Until I have a son.
So in the meantime, steering quite.
Yeah.
But like the shooting of the video, who came up with the concept of it?
It was myself.
Then you shoot it.
Techno. Shout out my boy Techno.
Oh, okay.
It's fire.
But like, did it relate the way when I'm visualizing that thing, or it was like too proper?
Even on the, you see where the other clip that I shared, where I'm in the mountain, it was
Is it a mountain in Cosmo?
It's not a mountain, but it's
oh, damn. You never know. You never know with that side. Yeah, there's always something new.
Yeah. So even the second verse is more spiritual. That's why I told him. And we listen to the hook, and it was just try to find ways, me and him like arguing, but then not arguing, try to find ways. It's like, yo, how about the homie to the hook? I'm like, no, the hook doesn't go with what I'm saying. This is some African thing. This is, so that's why I took it to the mountain. Everything was planned. Even the hot that you see there.
Yeah. Because I just thought maybe they were just randomly passing Jay or whatever you call him like, hey.
Nah, we
Shoot the video on Pauzan.
Me and Rasta, we can get along. We come from a long way together. We do business together and stuff like that. So it just made sense. And we shop it up there.
Okay, so like, what kind of advice can you give to an upcoming artist? Let's just say there's a young kid that wanna decide to get into music. What kind of advice would you give that person?
I would say, can dream big, but then face the reality that you can't just. So I would say find a producer, someone like a young homie that's making beats. Find a young homie that has a maybe a full studio or something. Find a young homie that has a camera. Find a young homies or young girls that they can and you all just work on one thing and just go. Young homies, they don't have I gotta eat. They just, so there's more time than, that's why I was telling my kid, they say you can teach out of music. So the youngest is too easier for them to move because they don't have a lot of things going on around them. Yeah. So if they can just focus on that, and also studying the game, like studying how watching this podcast like this with my brother here. There's interviews, there's articles, there's books. There's a book called Everything You Need to Know About the Music Business. If you can get hold of that book, it's over for niggas that's trying to like steal your money.
So the most important thing is actually studying and actually reading. That's the most key. That's the most important thing. So actually move in the music business.
Yeah, but even if you don't like reading, you can be around people that read, and you bring up your own. It's like when you go to someone and say you want to do business with someone, you think, what is it that you bring in the table? That's what you bring in the table. That's what you bring in the table. It's gonna get you in the table, in a bigger key table. So as long as you're gonna bring something in the table and it's lit. Now, if you're just a rapper or you're just doing beats, someone who raps, you want beats. So now you benefit him. If he's the guy is doing beats, who's gonna rap on his beats? You're gonna rap on his beats. Because nobody's gonna buy his beats, and you'll just grow together.
Then from here, where to?
And from here, study the business.
Are you dropping another single, or are you just gonna put out more merchandise?
Now, I wanna drop the visuals, but I'm still staying this project. I've been doing this project for like longest time. So I gotta understand the business side of things of it. But then probably in June, the project will be out.
Like the visuals?
No, the visuals will come out now.
No, you mean like the full project?
The full project has to be well. Yeah.
So who's gonna be like on the project? Who are you featuring this summer around?
It's Studio X, Zenith, Uji, and then Master Difference. Master Difference is in 2 joints,
Okay.
and then there's J Hood, and the rest is just it's crazy joints there. There's TikTok vibes, but I will not focusing on that.
So how many joints it's gonna be?
I will see when it comes out.
10, 15, 5.
See when it comes out.
Okay, like what do you want to be remembered as? How do you want people to remember you?
Come on. When I went to therapy,
Yeah.
the lady, after I spoke with her, with whatever they had, I was transparent with her. She told me that you're gonna be the great that rain. I'm like, what? He said all the things that you've been through, if you get put there together, you're a sniper. Like you're dangerous, like smoking, deep into some crazy things, like you're still like this and you went through all this. Nah, it's a reason. So That's what I want to be remembered. The great.
The great.
Yeah. The
Nice.
great.
So with your label, are you planning to sign a new artist or you're not signing anybody?
There's artists that I'm working with.
Okay, you're working with or you signed? Because there's two different things.
I-
Working, you go rag.
Yeah.
There's no sign, obviously.
We don't, those are my homies. We don't sign each other. We just do business.
It's just work.
I just actually just work. And also the business. The business is the one that's taking care of the business. But at the same time, it's no signing.
So you're not signing anybody at this point.
Nah, not now, bro. But if someone is fine, yeah, we can take it out.
Give them a 360 deal.
Nah, I don't know.
But like, how do you feel with artists signing other artists? Do you think it works?
Jay did it better.
Besides Jay, where else do you feel like did it better? Who any other artist you feel like he made it work?
But then that's the godfather of hip hop at this moment. The other godfathers, they pass away. Some of them they's into other businesses, but him is the godfather. So if you can look at him and take inspiration, you will see that it can be done. So KO, just time.
Kestan KO.
Yeah, and it's kind of where KO is doing what he has to do, and from there then it's an artist that has to.
But don't you feel at times you as an artist to be like, this boy is fire, but it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be more fire than I am. So let me just keep him waiting.
It's just, you see, that's what I told you earlier on, that hip hop is a culture. When you see a young kid that's fire,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that you can do. I don't know. The problem is I don't know what niggas doing it this for though. I can't answer on people like that thing because I don't know what they do it for. But then if you ask me what would I do if a kid is fine, I'll put more money on that kid. Yeah, it's not my threat.
Yeah,
So niggas look at it when they were trying to send someone and they see that maybe it's nicer than them, and then they look at them as a threat. Nah, bro, it's not a threat. Just do you and you see like Matilda Doughboy and Kulichana. But Larry is doing his own thing.
Cool is doing his own thing.
Cool is but they're still in business together.
Yeah.
There was no China, someone China, Donzena, someone pants. They know the. So if you think like OGs like Cool like KO and them, you wouldn't feel like you shouldn't let it.
Yeah, kid shot.
Hey, currently was KO and Kid X. See, so. It can be done. It's not that it can be done. As long as you come in this game as a positively and try to change people's life, it's no way that it can be done. It's just people have egos and people have titles. So when I was saying that even movies though, I can watch a movie then.
Yeah.
And then maybe I meet you and maybe we say, you want to make an example, so there's a movie called Star. I'm like, do you know the movie? I'm like, nah, I don't know. But once you start speaking about the movie, I'm like, I know the movie, so I side with titles. So I don't care about titles. That's not my style. I'm just happy on my life, though.
Okay, in closing, what kind of message can you give people out there?
Hustle, build wealth so that you can reach that zenith level.
Okay, shut up.
And then you can catch me on Facebook. Everything is one thing. You do and then you can check our pages. It's Zen 11 store. If you want to purchase our merchandise, there's contacts there that you can contact on our bios and then order your merch and everything, the music and stuff like that. Just follow us so that you can get intake or.
Shout out. That was another smashing episode of Podcast with Soul. Please continue subscribing to the channel. Continue watching.
When I pull up in the spot, they be asking what I got. Yes, for an extra mile, an extra inch.